Hey, hey, it's girly Andrea. Good morning-ish, kind of. It's almost noon here. We are going to work the cows here, this first pen that I put a small group of CIDRs into last week Tuesday, so it's Tuesday now, a week later. We are going to pull CIDRs, put heat patches on, also work those calves that are in that group. It won't be a terribly long process, so I figured I would group today's working of these calves with heat detecting, a little bit of breeding. So come along for all the fun. I'm just mixing vaccine, loading syringes here. Mom is getting all the cows in the pen, and then we'll get rolling. Yeah, they're having too much fun. Today they got their prostaglandins shot, so their estromate. They got their CIDR pulled, they got their heat detecting patch put on. The calves got Nasalgen and Vision 7, so they just got their second booster for the respiratory, and then their one for blackleg before they go out to grass. That was about it. It's nice after I pour and deworm the cows, they shed out really nice and those heat patches stick really well. And yes, I know someone asked what that heating pad was for. If you warm up the glue, the adhesive on the heat patches, they stick really, really, really well. It was incredibly hard to get any of them off. We had one cow lose them, I guess, but when we were breeding and Mom was pulling patches off, she was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah. So I found the secret sauce. It's not adding more adhesive, it's using a heating pad or something like that to warm them up. You can put them on like the dasher, pick up on defrost if you're outside. I have power, so I use our heating pad. But we'll resume here. We'll talk about heat detecting, all of that jazz, and then in an upcoming video here soon, you'll see, I'll dive deeper into the synchronization protocol because it's just going to be easier to put in one video in one place. So stay tuned for that. But we'll resume here when we start heat detecting. Most likely won't see anything until maybe 24 hours from now. If not, it's Tuesday at noon. We'll probably start seeing heats maybe Wednesday night, potentially. We'll see. So, there's only 25 in this group. It's not going to be very chaotic at all. Now, we pulled CIDRs Tuesday at noon, and it is Thursday morning at 7 a.m., roughly. And I have one to breed this morning after I heat detect here. She was standing last night at about 8 o'clock, 8:21, and now we're going to go heat detect. So, I'm going to explain what to look for, and how I then decide when they'll be bred. One thing about it, they're riding in here a little damp last night. The barn is now wet, so take that with a grain of salt. We will bed this morning. Lots more stepping and running around. They're gonna make it wet. Okay. Oh. Okay. So that was not the best example of a standing heat, but Red is standing. She lost her patch last night too. Goodness, girl. Woo, wow. Okay, other thing, 2318. Her patch is not here anymore, but she has hair rubbed off. Literally missing hair right here. guarantee she's been standing. And then anyone that's like super pink, that is what those heat patches do. They turn pink. So hers is not yet. 2315 is riding everyone, but not. But the ones that are bright pink, those are yes, breed them approximately 12 hours from now. So there's another one. So 2151, she's standing. So when you're looking for a standing heat, you want them to stand still. Like if they are running away automatically, they're probably not in standing heat. But if they kind of lock it up and just stand there and willingly let another cow mount them, they are likely in standing heat. So the more you know. So now I just have to watch and kind of figure out who is in heat here. I kind of go through too, and like the ones that have absolutely no pink on their thing yet, I'll put this little thingy. I was just doing that last night, but oh, you gonna give us a good one right here? There's one over there. My golly, girls. They think they're hungry this morning. That's a really good one right there. So 2309 is standing. There are secondary signs, but your main one you're looking for is a standing heat. Not necessarily the cow that is doing the riding. A lot of the time they are, but it's the cow that is standing to be mounted. And then there's other signs of, like last night they were like beating on each other with heads and just like fighting with their noggins. That's another sign that they're coming into heat. Vocal, chin resting, following others around, all those are kind of signs. But the main sign that you're looking for is that they are being mounted and standing, which is where the heat patches come in handy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 standing in heat this morning. Plus the one I had to breed this morning that was standing last night. Woo! So I'll have those 7, I'll breed them tonight, probably about 5, 6 o'clock. Assuming most of them came into heat a couple hours ago. So I want to breed approximately 12 hours from when they started standing heat. There is a window. You can go, you know, to 8 hours. You can go all the way up to like 16. But when I'm coming back, you know, at 7 a.m., they could have started heat at 3 to, I don't know. I do have cameras so I can look. So I always kind of time a little bit in my best intention to get as close to that 12-hour window as possible, because that is when you have the most optimal timing to hopefully get a successful insemination. That's the name of the game. So like last night I saw that one, she was just kind of starting to stand at like 7 and I was here at 8, so I looked back on camera. So I'm gonna breed her this morning at around 8 a.m. ish. So that's my 12-hour window. These ones, like I said, that were standing this morning, I'm gonna go for like that 4 or 5 o'clock. And then if anyone starts standing at like noon today when I check again, I'll try to breed them, you know, in that like 10 p.m. window. And I'll also heat detect again that night, and then those will be the next morning. So it's kind of just like this revolving door of trying to get the right timing and also trying to sleep. This group's not so bad because it's only 25 head in the pen. So to have 7 to breed tonight is actually pretty good. That would have been like 25 in the other group just because of the numbers and ratios. But main sign, like I said, you're looking for a cow that is actually standing to be mounted by other cows. The cow that is standing with other cows mounting her, that's the one that's in standing heat, not necessarily the one that is doing the riding. They can be, but not always. Because you saw 2315 out there, she is not standing herself, but she is riding everyone. Some cows just like to assert dominance and ride everyone else and pick on everyone. I rode like coming into heat question mark last night on her because she's been so like pushy, but she's also just kind of a pushy cow. All of the ones this morning that have a pink heat patch or a lost star patch like red, or 2318 I guess, I saw every single one of them stand to be mounted. So they are all confirmed in standing heat. There isn't anyone that I'm second guessing. Get ready to breed this one cow this morning, and then we'll resume talking about this. We also have 2 cows left to calve. 2 cows left to calve. Our 2 late calvers we knew about. The one got bred like the day we pulled the bull out. Because when Ashley went into preg check, she was like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I told her we were like, what, 38 days pulled or whatever it was. And she was like, "This cow is like 39 days pregnant." And I was like, so she'll be our last one here in the first part of June. And then 2415's a second calver coming. That was a little bit later. Oh, it's cold. Oof. And that's why they have to be in my shirt to warm them up. I forgot to print off my sheet, but I can look it up on my computer. Who she gets bred to. High Life it is. dry it off because water kills sperm. And then we cut it. Make sure it's the right straw. Slowly at this point, but to make sure for my records at least. Ta-da! You throw a sleeve on. And yes, I put a glove over the sleeve. A lot of people do. It gives you much better control and feel of what you're looking for. Versus this loose sleeve, when I have a glove that's the right size for me on, I have much better handle of things. Grab some lube. I have my paper towel I just used. Alright, so it is now like 1 o'clock. I am going to go heat detect again. So same thing as I was doing, I'm looking for cows in standing heat. It's not as wet in there now because we added a lot of bedding today or this morning. But looking for cows standing. Cows that were not standing earlier type of deal. So well, let's see what we got going on. This is a good spot to be right here. So you can see where they've been walking in a circle. That's where it's kind of wet again, but they got dry bedding all over. Mom and I are going to scrape the alleyway here in a little bit. But I got some cows fighting again. So 2315, the one I mentioned this morning that wasn't in heat, she is now in heat. She got a bright pink patch, so I will breed her later tonight. And this is typical coming into heat, eventually behavior. I don't know why it's a thing to just beat the heck out of each other with their heads, but that's what they do. Hello, Titten. Where'd I go? You could hear me, but you couldn't find me. What's up? Oh, got beat on her. Goodness, I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. So. And this obviously is the gang that are like, I'm not in heat, please leave me alone. Alright, we're gonna breed, folks. I got 5 of the 7 in the chute already. 2309 and then red. I have all 5 straws in my thing thawing already, but I only have 2 guns, so. Woo! Load 2 at a time. Okay, so 2309 is getting homeland. And I'm gonna put her in the white one, so the red one goes to red. Don't think I can mess that up. The red's getting High Life from Select Sires, so she might have a Baldy next year. I need you to hold the tail. Yep. She likes to slap. Well, I'm half out here, so. It's so full of house too. I'm like, I know. I've seen her trying to get it up and over, and I'm like, no, you don't, you little shyster. God, you're so easy to breathe. You just have to get heard about it. We had to put the kittens away because otherwise they would all got stepped on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, I need a commander who is in white. Epic, who is in yellow. I also couldn't get in this Baldy cow last year, so let's see how this goes. 2 and then I'm done till 10. Well, my GoPro died at some point reading those last 2, but I got them. And then I have 4 to breed tonight from when I heat checked earlier. And then there's another one that started to stand around 4 p.m. So I'll breed her in the morning around, you know, 6, 7, somewhere in there. Close enough to 12 for me. And whoever else is standing when I check again tonight. So we'll go home for a bit, eat some supper, hang out, and then come back. It is like 9:30, I just heat detected, so I have 2 more to breed in the morning. And then there's a handful, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that haven't come into heat yet, but they might be in the morning. There's a handful that I wrote coming in, question mark, because they're acting a little suspicious. So I have 4 to breed tonight, 2 in the morning, and then we'll see who else is standing. I'm not gonna film breeding because it's the same thing I've been doing, but we'll update you in the morning, give you a total how many come into heat, hopefully most of them, and keep rolling. Well, I got a few more to do. Yeah, there's a lot of pink in here. I know you can't see it, but like these are all pink. I got my 2 cows bred this morning, and they were actually my cows, blue tags. Mom and I are gonna go to my house though, so little Debbie's calf has not been feeling super great. And I've been giving electrolytes and treating her and all the things. And little Debbie herself, the brown, first calf ever this year, is crying. So I'm kind of wondering if her calf unfortunately passed away. And if she did, since we're gonna bring some cows out to my house again today, I am going to try and graft a calf onto her. Because if she doesn't have a baby, she's gonna get too fat. I don't wanna feed something that doesn't have a baby anyways, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what the game plan is now. Unfortunately, maybe not a happy day, but I can't save them all. So, and she's been struggling for a while now, and I don't know, like it just like hit her like a freight truck. So, okay, I lied. She's just hanging out, so we're gonna bring her home though. That way I can keep a closer eye on her. We'll see. And you got babies running. Putting kittens away so we can haul some cows out to grass. All right, you got your position?
Show him Batman.
We'll show Batman in a little bit. I guess there's a kitten that looks like Batman. I don't know. He's got white. Yeah, Dad's all over it. And I'm like, what the heck, sir? So we're going to Nelson, and then we have 6 to go to the new pasture from our friend Matt. And then gotta go get little Debbie and her baby because I'm gonna bring them home. So, but they loaded pretty decent actually, not bad. Gotta shove calves on, but that's pretty normal. Missing 2315. There's one. Or one more. 2315.
2315 in red.
Yeah, Mom's got it. Yes, Red. Tell your kid to come back. Oh, there's one. There's the other.
And this is why the pen is
Yep,
nice.
this is why, because they would have. I mean, Red would have maybe came back for a kid. You know, across the creek right away. Going back to see friends. Nice part is the creek's really low because of how dry we were. So it's not much of a crossing at all. It's just, it's new for babies, but. Red's gonna stand in the creek. Oh man, it's fun to see Red to go out to pasture. She didn't go last year. She's literally just hanging out in the creek. Red is literally just standing in the creek. Oh, now she's gonna go. Our baby's with her. Good deal. All right, we'll go load 6 more up. And then we're done for the day because I gotta breed the rest of them, so. It's not often that you're driving into your cows, but here we are. Get out of the way! Honk your horn, see if they move. Do I need to go move them? Hey! Get out of the way! Really? You're being obnoxious. They're so excited. One's finding her baby, and Mike is chasing cows around, so. Now that that is done, I need to go heat detect for the last time. See if anyone is standing that wasn't standing this morning, and then we'll talk about what happens to the ones that did not come into a good standing heat here in a minute. So there's one more cow that is now in a standing heat here at 1 o'clock, and that means there are 5 out of the 25 right now that have not come into a good standing heat quite yet. As I discussed briefly in another video, there is the chance that they could be still coming into heat. They could be in a heat cycle, just not quite standing or not exhibiting signs of standing estrus, because sometimes there is a thing of silent heat. So I will still time AI all of them and give GnRH to anyone that doesn't have a pink patch when they come through, and see if they stick. There's still a chance. I'll see how their cervixes feel, but okay, not ideal, but little Debbie's calf died, and this is 795, our C-section baby that we've been kind of supplementing yet. Mom just doesn't have a lot of milk, and she's on the coal list anyways, so instead of supplementing her with a bottle, we might as well give her a whole new mom. I know, Mom, I'm sorry. I don't know what took her down so fast. She kind of was just weird. I don't know. Like, she was really big when she was born, and then she just wasn't growing super fast, just really slow, kind of just like not sick, but not as like go get 'em as the rest of the calves. And took her out to pasture. She looked really good when she went out, and then she just started kind of like losing weight. I don't know. And then I was tubing her with electrolytes, and I can only get like half a thing of electrolytes in her before she would like regurgitate stomach contents up, which is not normal at all. So I don't know. The calf put in my face now. I don't know what was going on. She was extreme, like a rattle, like a baby rattle. You can hear that like crackling. That's what her lungs sounded like here at the end when I brought her home, and I was gonna try to fight and save her, but she brought her home at 11:30 noonish, and she died at like 1:45. So got her home. But 'tis bee farming, man. Having livestock, weird things happen. I'm just gonna give this a win and not, get rid of one of our problems that we're supplementing, hopefully, and keep little Debbie around, because 1, keeping a non-profitable cow is not a good business decision, and 2, she is a very easy keeper. If she doesn't have a calf on her, she's kind of like Blue. She's gonna be obese by the time it comes to calving again, and then we're gonna have more issues, and her breed back might suck. So hopefully just keep her here for a couple days, and then she can go out to grass with this one right back to our house again. Fingers crossed. I found a straw of semen. So if you wanted to know what they look like, I guess, it's just like a tiny little straw. It says Homeland, so you can see that. There's your stopper on that end, and then this is the end that I cut. I know. She kind of smells like your baby, kind of doesn't. She didn't want to go in the head gate either, so here we are, but I would love to only have to hand feed you for like 2 or 3 days, ma'am. If I could tell her right now, like, take the calf, or you go to the McDonald's plant. Is that your new baby? Little Debbie's into it. We just gotta convince kiddo. I know. And then you can go back to my house. And then I have a friend all summer again. We rolling out? I think there's like 11 tonight total. So there's the time day options we talked about. They didn't come into a good standing heat, and then there's the handful that are in a standing heat, so. Let's get it, Tessie boy. Nessa's here too, don't worry. She's just laying down, apparently.
Not a happy camper.
Everyone felt good besides 2102, so there's that. Would like to be let out. Freedom! They don't like being in there. Come back!
Make your mother crabby.
This is what it's like when you have a kid that doesn't listen to you at all. Get out of here. We're done breeding this group. We'll have one more group. I think I'm gonna do like 50 cows worth, just like 2 pens, somewhere in there. And we're gonna haul some cows out in the morning, so I'll take you along for that. We got our 6 loaded for one pasture, and then we have 7 to go the other, and that's all we got today. Your kid's over there, if you're wondering. Way over there. Got 2 babies coming. Give them a chance. It's too scary. Come on. Fish that go into pasture. .457, so excited. Oh man. Yeah, I know. It's my calf. Pretty content. My calf's running around like a little crazy thing. Whoop whoop. Just means I have to come love on her out here. All right, we're gonna wrap the video up. It's been a handful of days. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and see ya next time. And also, there's Dad. He is alive and well.